I didn't really know how to describe a picture, and then I learned how to describe it by doing Right Brain with my group.
So Right Brain is a writing program, and the kids are learning so much. It gives them a picture and it asks them to come up with the story. So they work in groups, it's collaborative, they're coming up with ideas, they're sharing ideas, they're writing their stories, and I believe at the end of it, they're gonna have this published book, they're gonna be authors.
What's really cool is that they'll get their picture at the back of the book and their names, and then it could be published in their school library, it can be published in the after school library that we have here.
The paper is like to write a draft before you write on the actual book or page that we have. It gives you the opportunity to have something to practice on, to make sure that if you mess up in the book, then it won't be actually in the book, it'll be on the draft.
Essentially, the students are kind of teaching each other because they're engaging with each other and being able to author a book. And I don't know of any other program where they're going to have at the end a finished product that showed all the things they've learned over the course of this class.
You get to learn more about people's ideas, and they'll, if you don't know what their idea is, then they'll explain it to you.
For kids to have that second opportunity to be able to continue growing their writing skills and their literacy skills is really powerful.
They switch from being sort of timid about the writing process to focusing all on what they can imagine.
I've heard so many of them talk about their handwriting and how it's helping them work on that, apparently in a way that they want to. It's fun, that they're doing it willingly, so that's awesome.
It's gonna help me make my handwriting a lot nicer and neater because I'm not really a good handwriter.
I think Right Brain will help us with our future because we're gonna be writing and not reading, and it helps us talk much more better because I kind of have I'm good at reading, but it's kind of hard when I say stuff out loud.
Watching the kids work in groups is probably the most exciting thing because they are really learning how to work as a team, and that's a skill that doesn't come naturally to a lot of people.
And you have one student who says, well, what about this? And then another student says, oh yeah, and then this, and they make the idea together, and that moment of them just clicking and coming up with an idea in a collaborative way, that's really cool.
And then watching them have pride in what they've done and getting up here and sharing that with a group is awesome. To see the confidence grow in them is probably one of the things that excites me the most.
There's some kids I saw where I would pair them and their ideas were so similar and they got along so well that now they talk about it at recess, and that's so cool to see.
I've seen kids who would never raise their hand, would never talk in front of anybody, suddenly be able to share their ideas, to get up here and read their story.
Maybe you started off as wanting to be a doctor or a cashier, but then once you start doing Right Brain, it kind of makes you want to feel like you want to be an author or an illustrator.